America has officially unveiled a new generation of motorcycles for the future, machines that are no longer limited by the ground beneath them. Some are designed to conquer the skies thousands of feet above the earth. Others can travel across water or maintain balance in ways that seem to defy common sense. This is more than the evolution of transportation. It is a complete redefinition of how humans move through the world. Today, we're exploring 5 incredible machines that could change the future of transportation forever. 5. RYNO Microcycle. A one-wheeled motorcycle straight out of the future, developed in Portland, Oregon. The RYNO Microcycle represents what many engineers call the ultimate solution to the last-mile transportation problem. Its origin story is surprisingly simple. The concept began when engineer Chris Hoffman's daughter asked him why nobody had built a vehicle like the ones she had seen in the Dragon Ball universe. Started as a child's question, eventually became one of the most fascinating personal transportation machines ever created. The RYNO is far more than an electric bike. It is a masterclass in dynamic balance engineering. At the heart of the vehicle is an advanced gyroscopic stabilization system. Highly sensitive accelerometers and gyroscopic sensors continuously monitor the rider's position and movement, sending data to an onboard computer hundreds of times every second. The vehicle constantly adjusts itself to maintain balance. Lean forward, and the system understands that you want to accelerate. Lean backward, and electronic braking systems engage automatically to slow the vehicle safely. The experience feels less like operating a machine and more like extending your own body. Only a single wheel, the RYNO can maneuver through spaces that would be impossible for traditional motorcycles. Office elevators, crowded sidewalks, narrow urban corridors, places where conventional vehicles simply cannot go. More importantly, the RYNO represents a broader vision for the future. A future where transportation becomes increasingly personal, intelligent, and seamlessly integrated with human movement. It is one of the first machines to blur the line between rider and vehicle, turning them into a single coordinated system moving through the city together. Number 4. Gibbs Biski. If the RYNO dominates tight urban spaces, the Gibbs Biski is designed to conquer a completely different challenge. A world divided by rivers, canals, lakes, and coastlines. Developed by Gibbs Amphibians, the Biski is one of the most unique amphibious motorcycles ever created. Its defining feature is a technology known as high-speed amphibian, or HSA. The transformation is astonishing. Less than 5 seconds after entering the water, the motorcycle's wheels automatically retract toward the body to reduce drag. At the same time, a dual-jet propulsion system activates, transforming the vehicle from a motorcycle into a personal watercraft. On land, the Biski can reach speeds of approximately 80 miles per hour. On water, it becomes a high-performance jet ski capable of traveling at nearly 37 miles per hour. The real significance of the Biski goes far beyond recreation. In regions where transportation networks are fragmented by waterways, coastal environments, or limited infrastructure, a vehicle capable of moving seamlessly between land and water could provide entirely new possibilities. Emergency response, search and rescue, military mobility, remote transportation. The Biski challenges one of humanity's oldest assumptions about travel: that water is an obstacle. Instead, it transforms rivers and coastlines into extensions of the transportation network itself. Number 3. Dodge Tomahawk. If you think motorcycles are supposed to be compact and practical, the Dodge Tomahawk will completely change your perspective. Unveiled at the Detroit Auto Show, the Tomahawk was less a motorcycle and more an engineering statement, declaration that conventional rules no longer applied. Its creators took the 8.3-liter V10 engine from the legendary Dodge Viper supercar and mounted it directly into a custom billet aluminum motorcycle chassis. The result was nothing short of outrageous. Produced producing approximately 500 horsepower. The Tomahawk generated so much power and torque that engineers abandoned the traditional two-wheel layout entirely. Instead, they equipped it with four wheels arranged in two closely spaced pairs to improve stability under the immense forces involved. This was never intended to be a practical commuter vehicle. It was mechanical art, a rolling demonstration of what happens when engineers are given complete freedom to pursue the impossible. To manage the enormous heat generated by the engine, the cooling system had to be completely redesigned. Radiators were integrated into the engine's V-shaped architecture, while components inspired by high-performance sports cars were used to help tame the machine. Its theoretical top speed was claimed to exceed 370 miles per hour, a number so extreme that it pushed beyond the limits of available motorcycle tires and even human reaction times. The Tomahawk represents a uniquely American engineering philosophy. If a challenge appears impossible, build it anyway and see what happens. Number 2. Marine Turbine Technologies Y2K. The Tomahawk was the ultimate expression of internal combustion power. The Y2K took things even further, much further. Instead of installing a traditional motorcycle engine, Marine Turbine Technologies decided to mount an actual helicopter turbine engine inside a motorcycle frame. Specifically, a Rolls-Royce Allison 250C20B gas turbine, the same type of engine used in Bell Jet Ranger helicopters. The result was unlike anything else on the road. The Y2K starts up. The high-pitched scream of the turbine rises toward 52,000 revolutions per minute, producing a sound more commonly associated with an aircraft preparing for takeoff. And the performance is equally dramatic. Exhaust temperatures can exceed 1,200 degrees Fahrenheit, generating enough heat to create serious concerns for anything positioned directly behind the motorcycle. Producing approximately 420 horsepower, while benefiting from lightweight composite construction, the Y2K does not accelerate like a conventional motorcycle. Riders often describe the sensation as being pulled forward by an invisible force that never seems to stop. Power delivery is smooth, relentless, and completely unlike the explosive bursts of a piston engine. Speeds exceeding 220 miles per hour. The distinction between motorcycle and aircraft begins to disappear. The Y2K stands as one of the most extreme examples of aerospace technology ever adapted for use on the ground. It is not merely a motorcycle, it is a jet engine with wheels. Few machines captures the spirit of engineering excess quite as perfectly. And finally, number 1. Jetson 1. This is the closest thing the modern world has to a real-life speeder bike from Star Wars. The Jetson 1 does not need wheels because it was never designed to stay on the ground. It is a personal eVTOL aircraft, an electric vehicle capable of vertical takeoff and landing, built around a simple but revolutionary idea. If traffic exists on the ground, why not fly above it? The pilot sits in an open cockpit surrounded by a lightweight aluminum frame and controls the aircraft using a 4-axis joystick similar to those found in modern fighter aircraft. Above and around the pilot are 8 powerful electric motors working together to generate enough lift to carry both machine and passenger into the sky. What truly separates the Jetson 1 from countless futuristic concepts is one critical fact. It is real, and people are already buying it. Among the early owners is technology entrepreneur Palmer Luckey, a figure known for helping launch the virtual reality revolution and later becoming a major force in advanced defense technologies. The Jetson 1 is equipped with sophisticated stabilization systems and terrain awareness technology designed to help maintain safe flight. Its onboard systems continuously monitor the aircraft's position and can assist with stability even if multiple components experience problems during operation. In the United States, the aircraft falls within the Federal Aviation Administration's ultralight framework, allowing operation under a very different regulatory structure than traditional aircraft. And that may be the most important part of the story. Jetson 1 is not merely a flying motorcycle. It is one of the first commercially available examples of personal aerial mobility, a machine built around the idea that every individual could someday have access to the sky. Now let's step back and look at the bigger picture. From the self-balancing intelligence of the RYNO Microcycle to the amphibious versatility of the Gibbs Biski, the outrageous power of the Dodge Tomahawk, the turbine-driven speed of the Y2K, and finally, the personal flight capabilities of the Jetson 1, a clear pattern begins to emerge. Transportation is changing rapidly. The next decade may look very different from the last century. Mobility will no longer be confined to painted lanes, fixed roads, or traditional categories of vehicles. Instead, it will increasingly combine artificial intelligence, advanced propulsion systems, autonomous technologies, and personal flight. The competition to build the future is no longer limited to trillion-dollar highways, bridges, and rail networks. It is also taking place inside workshops, laboratories, and startup companies, where engineers are turning ideas that once belonged to science fiction into functioning machines. Many of the technologies that seem extraordinary today could become surprisingly ordinary tomorrow. So here's the question. If you could own any machine from today's list, which one would you choose? Would it be the amphibious freedom of the Biski? The unbelievable power of the Tomahawk? The jet engine insanity of the Y2K? Or the ability to rise above traffic and fly with the Jetson 1? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the technologies shaping our future. Thank you for watching. And remember, the future often arrives long before most people realize it has already begun.